All right, everyone, we're back with another great video. This one is a little similar to my playlist battles that I did earlier this year, maybe late last year, but it's a little different. In a minute, we're going to go to Spotify and have their AI mode make me two different playlists based on summer bangers. But the catch is they're each from different decades. And so, what we're going to do with those playlists is look at them, judge them. I'll pick my winner, and then we're going to go put it into ChatGPT and see what AI thinks about the AI made playlists, see what their winner would be. Again, it's kind of like the playlist battles, just a little better in my opinion. So let's get started and let's make those playlists. Okay, so I'm on my phone and we're gonna set up this Spotify playlist. So we're gonna go with, can you make a 30-song summer bangers rap playlist using only songs from the 2010s decade? All right, I'm gonna scroll quickly, but we're gonna look at it more on the computer. So here it is. Now let's do the next one. All right, 2020s. Let's get to it. Can you make a 30-song summer bangers rap playlist using only songs from the 2020s decade? All right, here we go. And we'll take a deeper look at that later, just like the last one. Okay, you know what they say, respect your elders. So we're starting with the 2010s first. And 30 songs, an hour and 53 minutes. I'll slowly scroll through here. You got a great starting song with Wish by Denzel Curry, arguably one of my favorites by him. And then I see Kanye down here as we keep scrolling. I see Drake, DJ Khaled, more DJ Khaled, more Kanye, more Drake, J. Cole, a couple future songs. Could have some more. But I mean, there's the playlist. I think it's mainly ruled by Drake, Kanye, and believe it or not, maybe DJ Khaled is the big three on this playlist. I do really like Crooked Smile. I feel like this is a great summer song. It's there to put you in a good mood. I'd really recommend listening to that. Then you got stuff from The Life of Pablo, a couple songs from there. Then more J. Cole songs. Other than that, and maybe Ye, there's not a lot of stuff from multiple albums, which it's probably a good thing how it's kind of the playlist is kind of reaching from different areas. Like you got two songs from Views and the Drake song down there. But yeah, here's the playlist. I'll scroll through it again. You got Rick Ross a couple times. Again, Drake a lot. DJ Khaled is a frequent visitor here. And then Kanye, of course, is here a lot as well. So yeah, that's the playlist. It's overall pretty good. I think it seems fine for summer bangers. But now we're gonna go to the 2020s. All right, and here we are with the newbies. The decade, though it's not done yet, we are over halfway through, and there's plenty of good albums, good drops that can sustain it and make it a valuable competitor against the 2010s. So we start here. Some songs. You got a newer song like Rain Dance, a couple songs from last year. You have summer bangers from 2025, Dark Thoughts and Nokia. I see Tyler here a good bit already, and I don't think he was there at all in the 2010s playlist. More Tyler and ASAP Rocky, who was there in the 2010s. So he's one of the few guys who's returning from both. You have Drake, who's in both, Future's in both. Though, as a Future fan, I will say that he should probably be here more. You're saying nothing from I Never Liked You's on here. Nothing from We Don't Trust You. Like you could put Fried on here. It's a summer banger for sure. Anyway, Pusha T, I really like this pick. Could probably add some more from Let God Sort Him Out just last year. That's the only one they put from him though at all. So that's something. You have Lil Wayne, who I think he was a feature in the 2010s, but none of his actual songs, which is wild because they have him from the Carter Six on here. Not a bad song, Cotton Candy though. And then Skate. This is a really good song, Skate. Great summer song, of course. You can play it all year round from JID. But yeah, I'll scroll through the playlist one more time. In the 2010s, you saw a lot of Drake, DJ Khaled, Kanye. And here you see Low Tecca, of course. That summer's his thing. A lot of Tyler. DJ Khaled still finds a way to sneak in here. You see ASAP Rocky in both. Some Don Toliver. Rick Ross, he was in the 2010s. But yeah, here's the playlist. So now we'll go into ChatGPT and see what they think. Okay, ChatGPT has some big issues trying to get the playlist in there so they can see the songs, but long story short, we did it. So, it is going to rank both of these playlists by summer vibes, driving at the beach, variety, and then they're gonna give me a score for each one, the strengths and weaknesses, and the overall winner, of course. And before we do this, a few things came in my mind during this process that I didn't share that I'll say my winner for the last part of this. One, neither playlist had any Freddie Gibbs, which is very surprising. Maybe they could have went with him or someone else. So I'm kind of blanking on. I didn't really see any Young Thug either. And again, 2020s had no J. Cole, even though he dropped the off season, the fall off. You could argue there are plenty of songs from there. Shout out Safety, shout out 100 Mil. And yeah, it kind of I feel like it could have went more variety with the artist. At least I understand, of course Drake or Future being in there makes perfect sense, but they could have added some more like J. Cole, Freddie Gibbs, maybe more JID. Lastly, my winner, before we read this, I do think 2010s probably wins by a smidge. Obviously, there are good songs that are left off of both playlists, but from what it gave me, I think 2010s wins. Anyways, what ChatGPT said. With 2010's playlist, they said it feels nostalgic, more R&B, better for cookouts, beach days, or sunset drives. And for the 2020s, it's more fresh, more late night cruising, better production, and it's better if you're looking for a cool playlist. It has more deep cuts, while the 2010s playlist has more songs that make people smile. So the 2010s is more uplifting, while the 2020s is more laid back, is what they're trying to say. For summer, straight up summer vibes, here are the songs that 2010s has that are good for summer. You got Wild Thoughts, Child's Play, R&P, 9.8 out of 10. Wow. 2020s has Hot Wind Blows, You Are My High, E85, 9.2 out of 10. So that gives it to the 2010s. For the driving playlist, 2020s has Rain Dance, Wharf Talk, Dreaming of the Past, and they didn't even say anything about 2010s. They said 2020s takes the driving playlist, 100%. For round three, pool party or barbecue, they're easily giving it to the 2010s. Okay. Round four is production. They're saying Metro, Tyler, Don Toliver, they all have insane production quality and they give it to the 2020s. 2-2 going into round five. Variety. 2010s has West Coast, Southern rap, melodic Drake, soul samples, luxury rap. I could keep going on and on. 2020s has Afro beats, trap, modern R&B, and they're gonna barely give it to the 2020s because more mixed sounds were together that worked. So 2020s has the lead 3-2 right now. Can they take a demanding lead with round six replayability? Nope, they're giving it to 2010s flat out because of the nostalgia. I understand. I think that's it for round six. So that means it's tied 3-3. It's going to give me MVP, so let's get into that. The 2010s MVP is Controlla and the runner-ups, Signs, Wild Thoughts, Hotline Bling, and Hold On, We're Going Home. The 2020s MVP is Hot Wind Blows. The runner-ups are Wharf Talk, Nokia, Ta Ta Ta, Am I Dreaming, and Luther. They're saying 2010s playlist feels like an afternoon, beach, barbecue, windows down. So an afternoon and a sunset. Interesting. And the 2020s feels like a night drive, city lights, rooftop hangout. So more of a nighttime chill playlist. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand that. The final scores. So here's the major drum roll, what we're gonna see. Out of everything we just looked at, 2010s gets a 9.6 out of 10. It has huge hits, nostalgia, more upbeat. And the 2020s gets a 9.3. The strengths, though, are better production, more unique, and it feels modern, which it should. So the winner, of course, they're giving it to the 2010s. Okay, so their analogy is that 2010s has more play songs that people can collectively agree on that are straight up summer bangers that make them think of summer. And they do highlight Drake a lot in this, that his contribution to this is major. With 2020s, they're saying it's not just relying on bangers, but it's more well put together. It's not as known, but it overall works and it's cohesive, like I said earlier. But then again, if whatever you guys think might the answer might change because in summer, if you're into barbecues or going to the beach, driving with the windows down, you might obviously like the 2010s with the nostalgia and everything. But for 2020s, if you like chilling on the roof, being out to watch or the warm summer nights, a nighttime drive, then you might like 2020s because of its chiller production or overall sound. Which brings me to my final recap. ChatGPT said that 2010s wins, but 2020s is very, very close. It's a very short. As you saw in the rounds, it was 3-3 for round six, up to round six. They each won their respective categories, but they gave it to 2010s ultimately. Like I said at the beginning, before this, I think 2010s is a smidge better for summer vibes overall. So I'd really like to know what you guys think watching this video. If you think 2010s is better or if you preferred the 2020s. Also, maybe what songs, what artists, like I said, no Freddie Gibbs, what other artists, what other songs did they forget? And I overall think this was a great, fun video to do. I'm so down to do more decades or focus on specific artists for other categories, whatever. And yeah, just let me know what you think, and I'm out.